Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I'm going to make a fun Halloween card featuring some of the latest and greatest die sets from Cat Scrappiness. So here I have the spider web backdrop die. I also have these nested stitched dome die sets. Great essential core set. And what I'm going to do is actually die cut my backdrop using the largest of the nested dome dies, which is fairly large. You can see my card base here is USA2 in size, and this dome, the largest die in the dome set, actually is nearly the full width and height of a USA2 size card. So this would be a really fun one to create a shaped card with. But I'll be attaching it to my card base. And so what I wanted though was to create the look of maybe a little cubby in the wall. And so I've die cut a frame using the two largest domes and die cut that out of some wood grain pattern paper that I have. And I want this to sort of be like one of those kind of old sort of cubbies with some ancient potions and spells and whatnot. And so that's why I decided to add the spider web backdrop to it. So it makes it kind of look it gives it a little bit of a more interest and pattern to the back of my cabinet here, but it has the effect of making it feel like it's kind of a little bit old and that these potions have been here forever. In the Cast a Spell die set, which you see on the left here, there are some really fun dies that let you layer up and create potion bottles. And you can actually create three differently shaped bottles. They even have the little stopper that you can put inside them. So incredibly cute. And it's a really nice layering die set because you have the largest die that gives you essentially your bottle. Then you have two different dyes that you can use for the liquid inside the bottle. One that's solid and one that has little bubbles, that bubble detail cut into it. The way I assembled it was I put the lighter of the two colors on the bottom. So I used the solid shaped die to cut the lighter of the two. And then I used, in the same color family, a darker solid color cardstock, and I die cut using the die that has all of the detailed holes cut through. So that makes it look like the bubbles are lighter than the color of the liquid and is bubbling up. Of course, you can always kind of do this in whatever order you'd like. And also, I didn't think about it until after I'd already swept it into my bin, but all of the little circles that fall out of that more detailed cut, you can use those as additional bubbles that are coming out of the bottle if you wanted. I think that would be a super cute look too. So lots of fun ways to use this. And I didn't use all of the dies in the set because there are separate dies for labels. There's the skull and crossbone, which you could add as a fun detail to the front of your bottles as well. I didn't want to use that because I plan to send this card to one of my younger nieces, and so I don't want to scare her too much. And so I kept it kind of friendly. But what's cool is that because we get the layering dyes for the liquid, you don't have to have your liquids bubbling. If you don't want, you can just use the solid shape. And so lots of different ways to kind of mix and match and create the effect that you're going for. So I'll just sort of arrange these potion bottles on my shelves here. I am going to have 2 shelves, and I'm using some of my low profile foam, so that's only 1 millimeter thick. It's not going to add a ton of dimension to where, this is going to incur extra shipping costs. But it does add just enough extra depth and dimension so that you get a little bit of, you can kind of feel it's a little bit 3D, it's a little bit raised, and it's just all the more kind of texture and dimension to your card, which, because we've used the spider web backdrop, already has a lot of really nice texture and design as well. And some of the bottles, like this one here, I am going to attach flat so that it does sit behind some of the other ones. But really fun. Love that we get different shaped bottles and different styles of the little stoppers as well. So super cute set. The last thing that I need to do is add a sentiment. And so I wasn't exactly sure initially, but there is a stamp set called Happy Day, and it basically covers all occasions of the year, plus there's little accent stamps like the 2 that I stamped on both ends of Halloween. And so I just white heat embossed that onto some block cardstock and then matted it with that same wood grain paper, and that finishes my card. I hope that you enjoyed this card, and if you did, please consider liking, commenting, and sharing. And if you want to catch new videos as I post them, consider subscribing to my channel and ringing that notification bell. Thanks so much. Until next time, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye.